Opening scene. Let's see. Here's boom. Let's drop the opening scene on it.
Welcome back to the Hank's Strange Situation.
Look at this technology.
Lifestyles of the Locked and Loaded.
Make sure you subscribe if you're not subscribed already. And boom. Come on. Let's see jazz hands. Come on, Daniel. Jazz hands. Let's see it. GunDoctorT.V. Okay, he doesn't. He's like, wait, do I look over there? Do I look over here? We are live. We are live. I hope you got your big girl panties on. This is episode 362 of the Who Moved My Freedom podcast with our special guest. There he goes, Daniel from GunDoctorT.V on YouTube. What up, Daniel?
How's it going, guys?
Is it okay if I call you Daniel? I don't know.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right, cool. So welcome to the show. You know, is this your first podcast?
No, it's my third.
Third podcast? Oh, okay. Okay,
yeah, so
cool.
Thanks for having me on, by the way.
Oh, you're welcome, man. Thanks for coming on here. Daniel, like I said, has a YouTube channel, so I would encourage everyone out there to go check out his YouTube channel. As a matter of fact, let me see. I'm going to pull it up here, Daniel, because I know you hit, what was it? Did you hit?
Just past 3,000.
3,000. So there goes his, there he goes. Kentucky Gun Doctor, GunDoctor.TV. So just search that. It's the there he goes. That kind of looks like an Indian guy. Your logo looks like an Indian guy with the head wrap and a ruby in it. But you know,
you're the second person to tell me that. See, that logo is actually my beautiful mug with my Ruger hat here.
Oh, is it?
My daughter, she drew that when she was about 12.
Okay.
And I just made that my channel logo, and
I think it's cool. I think it's cool. I mean, I'm Indian. I'm half Indian at least. Got that much, and the red dot kind. So I guess that's what I see. You know, it's like a Rorschach test or something, right?
Right.
When I look at it, I'm like, oh,
ink blot.
Yeah, but it's what did I? Yeah, it's like the ink blot, or I think it's Rorschach. I don't know. I think that's what the right. Rorschach tests are. Those weird things where you see stuff, but here's a trick for that. Don't really tell them what you see.
Exactly.
Because that's just going to prove you're crazy. And we're all crazy. Every single human being out there is crazy.
My wife will definitely testify to that.
The definition of crazy, I'm going to say super crazy, is when you don't even know how crazy you are.
Yeah,
so
true.
That's
true
how
story.
you know. All right, so listen, everyone, I can see people coming in right now. I'm going to encourage everyone to smash the thumbs ups, okay? If you're not subscribed, like I said before, subscribe here to the channel. Check out GunDoctorT.V. We're going to be here talking to Daniel for the next 2 hours. It's just me and him. We're going to get into it deep here. We're going to have some guns, some gorn for you. We're going to talk about Kentucky, where you're from. I'm sensing there's going to be conversations about Ruger since you got a Ruger hat on.
Yeah,
that's... Yeah, you know, he's got a beard. You can see the beard. Do you have a man bun? Did I see a man bun hidden back there somewhere?
Negative.
Okay, I'm going to have to see the back of the head. Is the hair long? Let's see.
It's long on top, short on the sides.
Okay.
I'm trying to compensate for this receding hairline, so
okay.
I'm taking the Donald Trump approach.
Oh boy. I don't think you have enough orange toner for that, man.
I don't think I do, but there's a hardware store close. You know?
Yeah, he must have. I guarantee you, Trump has a trademark on that. So let me see. I'm going to shout out everyone coming into the chat. You've been here in the chat for a while, so you should know some of these people. Let me see who we got. We got Michael Bender, Jade Grew, Chris Williams, Lewis 1911. Is out there. Christopher Williams, Rob Avis, Jay Brennan, Randy Peacock, the Tyven Show's out there, Armament and Axes is out there, Tango Hunter, Jake Delahome, Ridge Runner, Paul K, CB, Chris Bullis, I can't remember if I said that or not, Imposter, Flopping Garbage, also Richard Hughes, let's see who else we got, Simpson Road Larry, he says, hey everybody, snowing to beat hell in Minnesota.
Oh.
So you're in Kentucky. It's not cold over there, right? Do you have any snow?
It's cold about 9 months out of the year.
Oh, okay.
So yeah.
It's I like Kentucky. Weather. I like Kentucky, but I don't really want to be there in the wintertime.
No, it's not as bad as some places. But,
I don't want to be anywhere in the wintertime. So
fair enough.
Yeah, I had enough of that. No more winter. Let's see. Ray Bazzolo's out there. James Lawson, Len Holt, Moobut says hola. ¿Cómo estás, Moobut? See, we can speak Spanish around here. I'm not very fluent, but we can do it.
Speak a little. Yeah, I speak a little.
Yeah. Let's see. Kathleen Music Lover, Christopher Boynes, Bricks, Armin and Axis, Screaming Skull Saloon, Cody Milbacher is out there. If any of these are your people, let us know. If you want to shout out anyone, let me know. It's cool. We're fine with shout outs. Jafari H says, I'm the only normal person in the world. Y'all are knuckin' fut. So there you go. Okay, see, remember what I was saying to you about crazy? That's the definition right there of crazy.
Yeah.
See, he thinks he's normal. Sure. So that's how you know he's crazy. The Armsman is out there. Kevin Peterson. Let's see who else we got. Christian Gresh, James Miller. Let's see here. Shooting SoCal says hi. All right, so shout out to all those people that are coming in right now. Please do us a favor, smash the thumbs ups. We need and appreciate that. Okay, and we're going to get into some stuff here. If you guys have news things that you want to talk about, let me know right now what news things you want to talk about. If you got shout outs and stuff like that, let me know. I see Greg 98K is out there. The Canine Coach is coming in. Edward Andrews says, outstanding as always. Good job, my brother. So there you go. So you know what? Lola always demands that I start with the background when people come on for the first time. So, tell us who you are, what's your background, how you started doing this YouTube thing.
Okay. Well, grew up in Kentucky. Former Navy, was a police officer. I've been around guns my entire life, and I've been a gunsmith for 15 years. I apprenticed under a master gunsmith, and well, compared to him, I'm still an apprentice. But like I said, YouTube. I started out on Vine. I did those stupid 30-second, Vine videos.
Okay. Yeah.
And then Vine shut down, and I just moved over to YouTube, and I love guns, so.
Whatever happened to Vine, by the way? I always wonder, did another company take over Vine, or what happened there?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I know that they did sell Vine. There's a Vine 2 now, but I stay far away from that. It's
okay.
It's pretty cringy over there. So
okay. Were you big on Vine, or did you ever go viral? I know because there were some Vines out there that did pretty big.
My Vine channel was actually bigger than my YouTube channel is now. So
okay, cool, yeah. So that was like kind of a tough thing, right? You had to start all over again on YouTube and build everything back up.
Yeah, but I think I enjoyed this more because, like I said, guns are a passion for me. I grew up, I got my first gun when I was a little fella, and so it's kind of came natural. And
yeah. So here, I'm going to throw this up. John Dieter says it's his birthday, so happy birthday to him.
Happy birthday, man.
Yeah, happy birthday to you, John Dieter. Also, Eric Hammond says, I lived in Louisville for 11 years. So there you go. I don't know. How far are you from
I'm about...
Is it Louisville probably, or Louisville? It's Louisville. Louisville.
That's how we say it right here.
Louisville?
But,
okay.
Yeah, my wife's very, very particular about that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she'll say something to me later on, like it's Louisville. So,
okay.
But yeah, it's Louisville. I'm about an hour and a half from there. So.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Okay, so where was I? All right, so I was gonna tell you that you picked kind of like a crazy time to come on YouTube, man.
Yeah. For sure.
YouTube's making it very difficult on people out there.
I've been learning that.
Okay. Have you what have you seen out there? Have you come across any of the stuff us old school YouTubers complain about, or have they been pretty good to you?
That my own experiences. A good friend of mine, Hootie Hoo, he's got a
okay, you know Hootie Hoo. Okay, cool.
Yeah, he's a good friend of mine, and they hit him hard here, especially here recently. And of course they demonetized about half of my videos.
Yeah,
I actually made a video about the whole demonetization today. I made a video about how I cashed in my first AdSense check, so to speak.
You? Okay, so what did you buy? Did you go Lamborghini, or did you get like a Bentley? Oh, 1911. Okay.
1911.
Wow.
And I thank YouTube for it. I was like, thank you for allowing me to purchase this gun using your platform.
Okay.
Yeah, kind of a,
Yeah.
you know.
Okay. So I don't know. I don't know if you want to talk about how big the first Jack was.
No, we
No.
won't go there.
Yeah, I mean,
I
I
let it
was
build
kind
up
of
for a
making fun
while.
of you, man. I mean, because first of all, well, YouTube doesn't send you anything until you get to 100. Yeah.
Exactly.
So,
Yeah.
okay. So something like that went towards a 1911. Good choice. Good choice.
Well, it paid for the whole gun, so I was pretty happy
Hmm.
about that.
Okay. All right. Nice. You got a 1911 for around $100.
Oh no! My AdSense money was more than
Yeah.
that. It was yeah. It was closer to like 5, something like that.
Okay.
Somewhere
Nice.
around in there.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
cool. Nice. Nice. You must have put up a really big video.
Well, I just hadn't done anything with it. I just let it build over the years,
Okay.
the past few years. I didn't really do anything with it.
Hmm.
Now I did have a video blown up here recently,
Okay.
and I was getting crazy amount of subscribers, crazy amount of views
Let's
for a small
let's
channel.
take a look at your channel and see what that was. Cause here's your channel. So you know what? Here, I'm gonna make sure we subscribe to that. Boom!
Nice,
Lifestyles of the Locked and Loaded. Just subscribe to you, man.
much
I don't
appreciated.
know if you know what to do with yourself now.
I,
Yeah, that's
I'm pretty ecstatic about it.
that's worth like 10 people will unsubscribe you right now. Just based on that. All right, so which one of these oh wow, okay, I see you've got a video here that's like 71,000 views, 72,000, 144,000. You got some good videos on here, man.
Yeah. I got
When
to.
I,
I don't upload a whole lot. I
when I
upload a
look on
couple
your
times a month,
popular
and that's
uploads tab. Okay, how many times a month?
about twice a month. So
Okay.
I should probably do a little bit more on the ball with that. But it was the truth about 32 ACP video.
Oh, truth about. Oh, okay, I see it over here. Uh-huh.
Yeah, and it was blowing up. It had gained like 20,000 views in one day, and I was
Wow.
getting crazy amount of subscribers from it.
Yeah.
And then YouTube demonetized it and completely killed it.
Bastards.
So,
Yeah. That's what they do. See, I don't think people realize that. Like, there's a lot of people out there like, oh, what does it matter if if they demonetize you? It doesn't mean anything. The thing is, when they demonetize you, that also serves as suppression for your video. They deliberately
it
suppress and
does.
hide the video. So that happened and stopped you dead in your tracks at 20 something thousand views, huh?
It did. It did. And you can see it's only had a few hundred since then. So
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
it really kicked that video down.
Yeah. Yeah, that sucks, man. And now I was asking you this off air, but I'll ask you here publicly. Did you get up on GunStreamer yet? Are
Yes,
you on
I'm on
GunStreamer?
GunStreamer. I'm really new over there.
Okay.
I think I just passed 5 subscribers, so right
Yeah,
on.
that's cool, man. There's nothing wrong with that. Please go over to GunStreamer and follow GunDoctorT.V over there. Follow everyone on GunStreamer, okay?
Absolutely.
Yeah, we need to get more people to go over there just because I think that YouTube's gonna ramp up what's happening right now.
They
Yeah,
will. They
yeah,
will.
and if they have the political cover, they're really gonna smack us upside the head. Like now, they're demonetizing my videos before I even turn them on.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly. I
so
did a few experiments.
okay.
I've done a few videos where I didn't say the word gun. I didn't
Hmm.
say the word shooting. I did shoot in the video, but the thumbnail was, it was a plain thumbnail.
Hmm.
Did nothing special with the video, and it didn't get me demonetized. Then I did the next video. I think I mentioned gun once or twice, and it immediately got demonetized.
Hmm.
So the algorithm, they're searching out keywords like that in your video.
Yes, they are. But there's a lot of things. First of all, they transcribe your videos for what you say in there, so that happens.
Yes.
Um, then I think that once they tag you in a certain category, they're gonna keep looking back. So like for me, for you, once you've got those, they're just gonna keep checking up on whatever you do anyway. And it's
Yeah.
gotten kind of random, to be honest with you now. Like because it depends on who goes in there. Because at some point the algorithm catches you, and then a person comes along,
Right.
and yeah, depending on who that person is, they'll just stomp right up on you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. They let their
demonetize
personal
everything.
views get in the way of doing their job.
Yeah. And the thing about it is I think and I have changed how I'm doing videos a little bit. Like you just said that you're thinking about it, you've changed the videos. I think you said either off air or something like that, that you used to do a lot of takedown videos, right?
Yeah, did disassemblies. Went through the history of the gun while I'm doing the disassembly, and I just kind of shot away from that because YouTube's policy change really affected that.
Right, and here's the thing that I think, because I've done that a little bit, so I'm guilty of that as well. So, the thing I was thinking is that's probably not a good thing for us to do. We should really make the videos we want to make them. Let them demonetize it and but have those videos somewhere else and try to just tell people, go over here. This is where you'll see the real videos. And
exactly.
Because ultimately YouTube doesn't want us. I don't think there's nothing that we could do except like give up guns and become some kind of like super pacifist or something.
Right. Right.
And if you're capable of doing it, I get it. But I know that I'm not capable of it. So
I'm not either.
Yeah.
I am who I am, and that just makes me that more determined, really.
Yeah. Yeah. So let's see here. I'm just trying to look through and see if there's anyone here in the chat, any of your people out here. I don't know if you can see the chat or not.
Yeah.
But as folks are coming in here, like I said, I do ask you guys to, smash the thumbs ups. We could use those right now. And we will. You brought some Gorn with you, right? You brought some guns?
Oh, yeah.
We're talking about some guns here. We'll get into that stuff as well. There's actually quite a few things going on here. If you guys have something you want to talk about, let us know. We'll get into it. So let's take it away from everything going on with YouTube, right? With all of that out of the way, how would you run your channel? Like, what's the goals? What's the aim of your channel? What do you want to see happen with it?
Well, I think every YouTuber wants to see their channel grow, so that's kind of a given. I just want to get more people involved in the gun life, in the gun community. And I want to educate people, and it's a part of our history. It's American history, straight up. And I think that's the main goal of my channel I think that's where I want to see it go. I want to see it grow and reach a bigger audience.
Okay.
And all that stuff.
Yeah. Okay. All right. That's nothing wrong with that. Let me see here. Okay. So Flopping Garbage says news: Assange arrested. Photo of a supermassive black hole. SpaceX most successful launch and landings to date. So that's from Flopping Garbage. Oh, by the way, there's news here for the channel. I don't know if anyone's noticed this yet, but if you let me just put it. Boom. Just look right down there. Do you see that? That is not a typo down there. We have...
That's nice.
Yes. The Who Moved My Freedom podcast is now brought to you by Walther Firearms. Yes, that's not you.
Yes.
You're hearing it right. Walther Firearms are sponsoring the podcast. Thank you very much for that. We appreciate that. From the folks at Walther looking out for us.
Moving up that Steven Crowder level.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I feel like Steven Crowder now will definitely never know who the hell I am at this point. There's nothing that I could do. But hey, maybe I'll meet him at one of the social events or something.
Right.
From Walther or whatever. But I'm a fan. I like Steven Crowder.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's a
funny
funny guy.
Yeah, he's funny. I think that's what we need in this whole thing. So,
we do.
Brian Quick says, legit question, what does thumbs ups do for a video? So, in my personal opinion, I think the thumbs ups help to the whole algorithm that we were just talking about. Maybe it helps to let people know out there that, hey, there's this thing going on you might be interested in. The way the algorithm works is, first of all, it's going to try to push the fact that we went live to people who are subscribed to us, especially if they rang that notification bell that we always talk about. And then they try to build up an audience when people are going live, because I think they want people to use their live service. So to me, the thumbs ups are serving as something saying, hey, there's a bunch of people in here and they're giving thumbs ups and all that, so you might want to join in on it as well. So
exactly.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know if you've got anything to add to that, or.
But that's just how the algorithm works. Thumbs ups, comments,
yeah,
and just that interaction with the video.
Yeah,
it tells the algorithm, hey, people want to see this,
Yeah.
and therefore it automatically promotes it.
Yeah. So a lot of the stuff that you guys do all the time by commenting and all of that, it's all, it all works. Listen, if eventually maybe we'll find a way to come off of YouTube or whatever, but there you go. So, and I know there's people that say that the thumbs ups don't do anything. Yeah.
Yeah, I disagree with that.
Yeah. I think it does. I think it does help stuff. It does help a little bit to grow the audience while it's live. So
yeah,
there you
sure.
go. Because when this video stops and it's not live anymore, I guess we kind of go into like a whole different type of situation. Okay, Clover Tack is out there. He says Walther's good people. Really like taking chances on smaller guys. They see the light at the end of the tunnel. Yeah, I would agree with that. Shout out to Clover Tack, by the way. Let's see. Special K is out there as well. Dwayne Herman says, my favorite handguns. Nice. And John Dieter says, now Hank has something in common with Crowder. Yep. Well, I mean, I thought I was also funny, but I guess you guys don't. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, you guys are like Lola. You don't find me. I always wanted to be. I don't know. How old are you, by the way? Can I ask you that?
I'm 36.
36. Okay. All right. Okay. I got a couple years on you. I'm 47.
Yeah.
I always wanted, one of the many things that I always wanted to be when I grew up was a comedian.
Hey.
So, yeah. How about you? Obviously you said earlier you were in the Navy. What did you always want to be when you grew up?
I always wanted to be a cop, and I did that.
Okay.
And,
did you do that in the Navy, or you got out of the Navy and
no,
then you went into?
No, I did that in the civilian world. I was an officer for 5 years in Ohio.
Okay.
And once I got in there, I realized this is not what I want to do. So.
Okay, so what was the difference between what you thought being a cop was going to be and then what it wound up being?
Hollywood. I blame Hollywood.
Okay, what do you mean by that?
It raised my expectations. Well, honestly, I found a lot of stuff that's not talked about in public when I was a police officer. Mm-hmm. Some of the corruption, things like that, and it was really discouraging because I took my oath seriously when I said, support and defend the Constitution, and so there was some philosophical differences there. So
okay, yeah, I know, man. I think that it's one of those jobs. Did you feel like it's a thankless job also? I know there's a lot of guys that feel that way.
In a lot of ways, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, in a lot of ways. Mm-hmm. Like I pulled this woman. She was in a burning car and she was overdosed, and she was in and out of consciousness. And pulled her out of the car, and she spat in my face.
Wow. Okay.
After saving her life, so that was awesome.
Okay. Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's a weird type of situation, right? Because in society we say we want police officers, and then obviously there's issues.
There is.
And it's tough to separate those two things. We all go through it. I think I've spoken to police officers that have been through it. I've been through it. You've been through it, I'm sure. And the weird thing is I always tell people, look, first of all, there are some police departments out there that are terrible.
Yeah.
And there's some police officers out there that are downright more criminal than a lot of the criminals that they're dealing with. But ultimately we're talking about something in society that we have control, or we should have control over.
We should, yeah.
Yeah.
Correct.
If we vote, we put these police departments into effect, and we put their bosses in positions to have management over them. Exactly. But then we don't really manage it. And so, for example, in a lot of the places where they think, oh, okay, cops suck, we don't want any cops here. If the police department's pulled out of those places, then who polices it?
Right. Exactly. Yeah. We go from that to anarchy, and that's not.
Or for example, or you just have the drug dealers and stuff like that, and then they're going to do horrible things to you as well. So,
right.
I think it's a tough situation. In my personal opinion, probably what we need to do is have smaller police departments that are better trained, better paid, so that we get more professional people. And
exactly.
And then out of that, also, they should let the people defend and protect themselves because that's happening anyway.
Exactly.
You know?
And, I know from experience, a phone call and a gun, the gun's there. A cop is 5-10 minutes away.
Yeah. Yeah.
And don't get me wrong. I'm not saying, all cops are bad. And
No, I'm not saying that at all. Yeah.
The largest majority of cops, they want to do their job. They want to do it right and go home at night.
Yeah. Yeah. Listen, I have several friends that are out there right now patrolling streets and stuff like that, and I know it's a tough deal for them. They really feel like they're between a rock and a hard place. So, yeah, it's a tough deal. It's a tough deal. And maybe at some point in America, we will actually deal with it. I don't know if we will, because I think that most people, especially the gun grabbers out there, what they're saying is, hey, you don't need the guns. We'll take those from you, and then we'll have more cops here. But the cops are not really responsible for saving you.
They're not.
So it's a weird kind of situation. And I suggest that we don't go down that path, that we let more people or let everyone defend themselves. And yes, you have police officers who ultimately come in and write the reports and figure out what happened. If someone, decided to murder someone instead of defending themselves, then
right.
That's how we deal with that situation. Go ahead.
Oh, Brian Quick, he's asking what my rating was in the Navy. I was aviation ordnance.
Okay. How long were you in the Navy?
2 years. I got out on a medical. There was a training accident, and I won't go into it too much, but yeah, I was discharged on a medical discharge.
Okay. Yeah. Did you like the Navy?
I did.
Okay.
I did.
And you went in there like out of high school? How'd that?
Yeah, straight out of high school. I was one of those that joined right after 9/11. So.
Okay.
Yeah, I was.
So combat veteran?
Yeah. But like I said, I was in the Navy, so there's people I would consider more veteran than myself. So.
Okay. No, I understand that, but everyone has to play a part in the whole thing, man.
They do.
It's not just the special ops dudes dropping in and kicking asses like they show you in the movies,
Right.
Yeah, it takes a lot of people getting in there to make all those things happen. And someone's got to fire those badass. What are those missiles called that they fire from the?
The cruise missiles.
Isn't that what we always?
The Patriot.
Yeah, isn't that what we always see them launching off the ships? We're like, oh boy.
Yeah, a lot of the time, yeah. Cruise missiles.
Yeah, about to drop bombs on somebody. So okay. Let's see here. You know what? Okay, Ray Bozzolo asked me earlier, Hank, what's the new YouTube join button Edwin Sarkisian has? Have you seen that? Because I've never seen.
I have.
Okay, what is that?
It's on my channel as well.
Okay.
It's more. I think it's like a paid subscription. You don't see ads and all that good stuff. And it's not just for a singular channel. I don't think. I think it's just.
Is that like YouTube Red or something completely different?
From what I understand, it's similar to YouTube Red.
Okay. Yeah, CB says tomahawks.
Yeah.
Everyone Tomahawk should have. I would like to have some Tomahawk missiles at my house.
Yeah, fair enough.
Ready for launching. I don't know if we can get the price to come down on it or anything like that.
Yeah, it's a little bit out of my pay range. So.
Yeah. And Brian Quick is saying to you he was a gunner's mate, no bird farms. I don't know what that means. That's something that you Navy guys know, I guess.
Yeah, I had a good friend that was a gunner's mate. Crazy guy.
Okay.
But he called us crazy for handling missiles and ordnance and whatnot. So.
Yeah. And by the way, Brian Witt, who's from Reflective Crete, who also sponsors the podcast, he says he's in Northern Kentucky. I don't know if you have ever heard of Reflective Crete, but if you need some concrete, like colorized, make it fancy.
Oh yeah.
Reflective Crete will help you out, man.
Nice.
And they're sponsoring the podcast this month as well. So I'm just encouraging anyone needs their concrete, something done to their concrete, get in touch with Brian Witt. So we will get up on that. Okay, so here's something. Let me go to this real quick, and we'll jump back into our conversation. Let me see. How do I? Okay, here we go. Boom. So, Tyvin. Wait. What did I do? Okay, my phone is not connected to this thing. Let me see if I can connect my phone. Bam. Okay, yeah, my phone connection is not working. Let me see if I could do it again. Nope, not working. All right, I'm going to have to figure that out next time. All right, so what Tyven was trying to tell me that I can't show you, because I guess there's some upgrade for my phone that I did not do here. Yeah, TFB was deleted from Instagram. I think, yeah, so I think that happened today. I'm not really sure why or what they did and why they were deleted. I think, let me see. I think I could probably pull that up from some news here. I saw that in one of the... What do you think about that, man?
He was zucked. Mark Zuckerberg. Yeah. You know, YouTube's... Facebook's policies. Mm-hmm. And, you know, of course, Instagram's owned by the Zuck. And, yeah, I think it's going to hit everywhere on social media. You know, it's affecting us here on YouTube. We're going to start seeing it in some of the other platforms too. Already on Twitter. I mean, that's been known.
Yeah, I think they're just going to slowly go after people right now. Basically, in my opinion, what they're looking for is political cover, and then they're going to just drop everyone. So let me see if we could pull this up now. There he goes. Boom. Breaking. The Firearm blog deleted from Instagram. Without any warning, the social media platform Instagram has deleted the Firearm blog's account and all its contents. While the exact reason for removal is unknown, it doesn't take a modern-day Sherlock Holmes to make a few basic deductions. TFB's account was nothing but images of guns and gear. We didn't post nudity, profanity, incite violence, or law-breaking, or illegal content of any kind. We never paid for followers or abused our account, ever, yet the Firearm blog was deleted from Instagram. So, there you go. In my opinion, I think a lot of these places are just waiting for political cover, and then you'll see them go after more people.
I think you're right about that.
Yeah,
they're just waiting for the timing.
Yeah. What's the solution to that? I think
free market, baby.
Yeah, I think ultimately we have to have our own platforms. The hard part of that is getting the audience to move to that. So several people have tried to do a version of Instagram. I'm trying to remember. I think there was like Gun Safe or Guns. There's been a few things out there, and it's not easy to get everyone to move over. Go ahead.
It's not. I think where everybody's going wrong is they're making it specific for guns. Mm-hmm. You know, like Instagram, Twitter, they're for everybody supposedly, mm-hmm. And then you get these startups. You know, and it's the free market. It's, you know, if there's a need, it'll be filled. Mm-hmm. But I think it doesn't need to just be about guns. I think everybody needs a platform. I think a free speech platform is the way to go.
Yeah. I think it's going to take the right technology in order to do it, and it's going to take a big enough audience that, with anything. So we were just talking about GunStreamer. I think it's the same kind of thing that gun streamers out there, they have the technology, they're actually developers, platform developers, and they're doing their thing, but they need content creators, then they need the industry to come in and do advertising, and then it's like a triangle. They also need the audience.
Yes. You know? Like I said, it's hard to get people to move to a new platform. You know, YouTube's there, it's big, it's easy, everybody's already using it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. The problem with it is that if folks are still using YouTube, because we all do it, right? We're going on YouTube to look at the other things that we're into. I'm sure, like, you're into guns, but I'm sure you're into other stuff.
Oh yeah, I'm a huge nerd.
Yeah. Okay. So you're like what, into a lot of tech and stuff like that?
Tech, sci-fi, all that good stuff. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, and a lot of us aren't looking at TV anymore, so YouTube's like our TV.
It really is in a lot of ways.
Yeah, and we don't want to just see guns. We probably look at a lot of gun stuff, but we want to see things other than guns. Like, I know when I'm looking at YouTube, I don't look at too much gun stuff on YouTube just because I am doing that every day.
Right.
And it drives me crazy. You know, and then also I don't want to look at other people's things and have that affect how I think about something or whatever. Exactly. So I do look at people's channels on YouTube if you know, because we all can't have all the guns and stuff like that. So someone has something cool, I check it out, you know. But the thing is I think we want variety. The problem is when you leave YouTube to go somewhere, you know, how long do you stay in that place and do you come back? And I think places that have more than just gun things on it obviously will do better. But ultimately, these things are just clicks away. And I think that we need to build it all before it happens and everything burns down and then people have to go over. But it's good. Yeah, I think there's a lot of fear and anxiety when it comes to that.
Yeah, there is. I really think there is.
Yeah.
Something new, you know.
Yeah, I think that, you know, people don't want to do it because they don't want to, like, you know, God forbid you have to, like, actually type in something other than YouTube, go over there, and then you got to go click back over on your YouTube app, you know, on your phone. That's a lot of work. You might, you know, you might break your back or something trying to flip around and do that.
Right.
Kathleen Music Lover says, I go to YouTube for naked men pics.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
Oh, really? No, it's true. That's true. I believe it. Yeah, so the thing is, though, I think it's going to happen, and I think you could definitely go over. I know the platforms out there need people to be there for a while and checking out a lot of content. So they need content, and then they need people to stay there so that the industry, the advertisers and stuff like that, people who can financially support it, because all of these things are very expensive. You know, they need to see some kind of numbers to rationalize why they're doing what they're doing.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
And like I said, yeah, I am on GunStreamers. BitChute, I'm on there.
Okay, what's BitChute?
I'm not on Full 30.
Okay.
What's that? So.
What's BitChute?
It's pretty much the same thing as GunStreamer. It's
okay.
But BitChute, it's not just, like I said, it's not just gun videos over there. Okay. It's pretty much everything, and it's completely free speech.
Okay.
I mean, there's some stuff over there that, you know, some people's going to need a safe space for, but for sure.
Yeah. James Miller says PewDiePie has something like 93 million subscribers on YouTube. If those people go over to that would have to somewhere else. Oh, D-Live? Is D-Live something PewDiePie's putting together?
Oh yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, that would have a drastic impact. Yeah. Ultimately, it's all about the audience, I think. Okay, you were saying something about Full 30?
Yeah. Are you on Full 30?
Yes. Yes, I am.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that Full 30, I don't know if it's fully opened up. My understanding is that they are slowly opening it up.
Yeah.
So if you're interested in that, then, you know, you might want to go over there and see what their sign-up process is. But I think they're starting to open that up to people. My
right. I have an account, but I can't upload or anything like that. So it's like a viewer account.
Right. Did you ever go there to create a channel?
I tried. I haven't figured it out. I don't know if... I can't figure it out, but I've tried a few times.
Yeah, so here's the thing. I mean, I don't know that much about Full 30. I am on there. I've been on there probably. I wasn't originally on there. This started with, I think it was like Mac and IV88. Yeah, 22 Plinkster, all those guys. It started out with, and then somehow I forced my way in there, I guess. And then since then they've been adding people and all that kind of stuff. What I could say about it is I don't have I have met one of the guys behind the scenes there, but I don't have a lot of contact with those guys. I know there was someone who from Full 30 that actually came in the chat here at some point, but that guy only wanted to communicate through email, which is fine. Yeah. But you know, I would like to actually talk to the people behind the scenes of something. And you can't always go to Mac. Like Mac, I know Mac is one of the original founders of Full 30, but you know he's a busy guy running around doing his thing.
Busy guy.
Yeah,
for sure.
So that's who I would usually go to when I had problems, and then I guess he would talk to those guys, and then I felt guilty every time because obviously he's busy doing stuff. So.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, what I like about GunStreamer, the owners, every now and then you see those guys on here. They've come on the show. There's usually someone that comes into the chat from Gunstreamer from time to time, but I'm not trying to say anything. I think like competition is a good thing in this whole thing. We need a bunch of people trying to do this thing and all trying to figure it out. One of them may win, maybe a couple of things out there. It's all good,
Right.
you know?
Exactly.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm just trying to keep up with
Kathleen Music Lover said a while back, it's on up in the chat, but she said she wants to trim my beard.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's code. That's code from Kathleen Music Lover. Don't fall into the trap.
Gotcha.
Trim your beard is code, you know. He's married.
Yeah, my wife would murder me.
Yeah.
She's a fan of the beard. I think she's trying to cover up the face.
Oh.
That's my running theory. So
Okay, fine. Clover Tax says it's not open, but they're adding. I got in a few months ago. Get over to the forum and get active is the best way to expedite the process.
Okay.
In regards to Full 30, if you wanna get up on that. Let's see. Yannick Stoner says, has anyone heard anything on the Keltec on the M43 rifle? Haven't seen anything about it. Okay, every now and then someone asks me. I don't know if it's Yannick Stoner that asks about this rifle, but do you know what he's talking about?
I'm not familiar with it.
Yeah, basically it's the RDB. The Keltec has an RDB. It's a bullpup, 5.56, and they did like a wood version of it. So it was metal and wood, you know, instead of like metal and plastic. Yeah, it was really cool. Yannick, I don't know if I'm pronouncing your name properly. Yeah, that's not going to happen. That's just my personal opinion. It's not going to happen.
Yeah, that'd be strange coming out of Keltec, a wood on anything of theirs.
They wanted to do it. My understanding is they did want to do it, but it's expensive for that wood stuff. Is really, really expensive.
Yeah.
So that was the whole problem that happened there. Okay, so DLive. Someone's telling me that DLive is a thing. I guess it uses blockchain and all that.
Yeah, I'm looking at it here.
Yeah. Okay.
PewDiePie, he picks DLive as exclusive live streaming platform. Will
cool.
donate up to $50,000 to other creators. Nice.
Okay. So is this owned by? I can't click through the link that. Let me see who sent me this so I can give them the right. Yeah, James Miller says here's an article about PewDiePie going to DLive. Yeah. So I can't actually click through that article for some reason here. Let me see if I can copy this and do it.
The Lino network.
Huh?
The blockchain-based currency system, yeah.
Yeah, it's using the blockchain to, like the blockchain is how they secure Bitcoin, but it's also like a network of computers talking to each other, and it's a good way to do a lot of this stuff where it can't be taken down.
I see.
Yeah, because you can start your own like server. It's basically a cloud server farm that's run by the people. Almost like Airbnb for cloud servers. So in other words, if you had a couple of computers in your house, you can set them up and make them part of the blockchain. And people all over the country or all over the world could do that. So we can have a cloud that is not dependent on the government.
On man.
Decentralized.
So it's a socialist streaming platform.
I don't know if I want to
controlled by the people.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but more, you know. Yeah, not the old school kind of socialism. Not that at all. No, we don't want that. But I think what it allows to happen, and I'm not an expert on this. Maybe we can get like Richard Hughes or something to come on at some point and explain this for people who, if anyone cares about it. But the thing about using the blockchain to do this is that other places out there are using servers, and the servers belong to companies.
To companies.
Yeah. So Google has massive servers. Amazon has massive servers. And so if you have your own platform, but it's on the servers for those companies, and at some point they go, yeah, we don't, we like so-and-so gun stuff, but, or you guys have this gun channel or this gun platform, and that's fine, but you're doing it from our servers and we don't like that, then they can refuse to be the servers, and then that platform's going to have problems, right?
Yes.
So this way, if you're on a blockchain, it's basically a group of folks who are just going up there and putting up stuff, and someone can get in the business and get out.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so it's more spread out, and if you needed more servers, you can get more. If you need less, so you can scale it. Becomes more
you're
affordable.
in control of it.
Yeah. And people who get into the business of doing that can make money. There's people around the country doing it, especially in states that stay cool all the time.
Yeah.
Because server-wise, it's going to be cheaper for you to do that. But there's people getting into the business and kind of like using their computers, building servers to be their computers, and they're making money out of that.
Right.
So it's a thing that's safer from the man when the man, tries to shut you down.
Exactly.
So
to prevent a lot of the stuff happening from YouTube that's happening on YouTube right now.
Yeah, exactly. Or from other, because what's going to happen is like companies, for example, there's lots of companies that used to service the firearms industry, and then they're attacked by liberals that want to get rid of guns, right?
Right.
So they're like, hey, you guys don't take money from the gun industry anymore. And then they refuse to bank with the gun industry or do this thing or that thing.
Exactly.
And what can we do, right? So if companies are going around like that and being activists, it's not enough to have your own platform. You have to make sure that platform cannot be taken down itself.
True. And you also have to speak with your wallet. I mean, that's what gets our country going. These companies, they're out to make money, and we use our wallet as a weapon. That really sends a signal out.
Yeah. Well, so how do we do that? Go ahead.
I mean, look at Dick's Sporting Goods. Since that whole fiasco with them, they're shutting down stores now, and their stock prices have plummeted, and it's just bad news over there. Get woke, go broke, as they say.
Yeah. So that's I mean, I think this is the next level of where the fight goes to.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah, sure.
Because in anything, right? Like you just said, I saw this somewhere, man. How much millions or hundreds of millions the firearms industry is generating. Let me see. I wish I could find that article again. There was an article that I saw on this, but I don't know where it went to. Anyway, the thing is that there's a lot of money in the firearms industry. And they're going after where the money comes from, like banking and everything. So if we had our own way to bank, like Bitcoin or something else like that, they couldn't do that. If I wanted to sell you a gun, do whatever I wanted to do, they can't get in the middle of that. They can't stop that. If we have our own things and our own things are independent and can't be pulled down by anyone, then...
Exactly.
That's how we really have something powerful.
If all these gun owners, get on board and join us in this quest, that would really change things.
Yeah,
that's just like getting people to go to Gunstreamer. It's getting people to do something new.
Yes, absolutely. Panhead413 says, like how Hillary set up her own server to trap top secret info. Yes, something like that, but less nefarious.
Way less nefarious, less bodies.
Yeah. Kathleen Music Lover says, I use my purse as a weapon. It has a brick in it. And Yannick said I was pronouncing his name properly. Listen, Kel-Tec is not going to make that thing right now. It's really, it's going to be super expensive for them to manufacture it. So I don't think they're going to, maybe somewhere way in the future, but I don't know, man.
Yeah.
It's a really cool gun, but I don't know. Unless someone comes up with a kit.
Right. I don't know if they would outsource the wooden materials, because they have to be only set up for polymer and things like that, because that's what their products are.
Yeah.
They started out, he was the co-owner of the company that made the Tech 9s.
Yeah.
And then he split off and started Kel-Tec.
Yeah. I think they went bankrupt or something like that. And
I think it was after the Columbine shooting. Those kids used Kel-Tec or Tech 9s, and that really put a bad light on the company. And I think it was a spiral from there.
Yeah. But so I know that I've met George Kellgren, who's the owner of Caltech. So, and he basically started, like, he bought a piece of land, put a shipping container on it, and built the whole company around that. And
Nice.
that shipping container is still there. They have multiple buildings right now. You know, it's a huge thing. I think they employ several hundred people over there.
That's awesome.
They've got something like 30 to 40 CNC machines and all that. And the shipping container that he started from originally is still there in the middle of all the. It's inside of a building now, but it's the R&D room.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's kind of cool. Now you got a few firearms companies in Florida, right?
Yeah.
Sky. They're in
Sky's
Florida.
there, yeah, but that basically Caltech ripoff. But okay, yeah, they're there. Diamondback Firearms, which I just put out a video on the DB9, which is their
Yeah,
low
I saw
pocket
that.
pistol. That's in Florida. Several companies here. I'm trying to think. Let's see who else. This is the WMD Guns that I know is here.
Safety Harbor, of course.
Safety Harbor Firearms. Yeah, let's not forget about Walter, who's supposed to be out at the creek. I haven't heard anything from him.
Well, if I was shooting machine guns right now, you know.
Yeah, he's out at the creek. I'm trying to see. You know what? Where is this news? I saw this earlier on one of these things that where is it? Hold on. There was some news here in regards to a Florida company. I think it's Adams Arms. I'm just trying to find where I had this, because Adams Arms. Oh, here it goes. Yeah, I just want to share this with you guys. I'm gonna pop this up here on the screen right now. Boom. So it looks like Adams Arms is up for public auction. Unfortunately, I've done some videos on Adams Arms. They're here in Florida. So here's what it says. Ever wanted to own a firearms manufacturing company and have someone else do all the legwork? If so, here's your chance, because Adams Arms is up for public auction. Which, by the way, Walter told me about this a couple of days ago. I could not confirm it. He did send me something about it being up for auction, but I was looking, to see if anyone knew more information about it than I did. Let me see who wrote this article. It's on Recoil. Candace Horner wrote it. Okay, we recently learned about the notice of public sale of collateral for Adams Arms LLC. Adams Arms is a firearms and accessories manufacturer based out of Odessa, Florida. And the listing states Adams Arms will be sold as a complete turnkey operation.
Nice.
Yes, the sale will include tangible and intangible assets owned by Adams Arms LLC, including accounts. I don't know if you want to get the debt.
Yeah.
But registered patents. Well, it's not. Well, that's not debt. It's saying accounts. So I'm assuming you're not taking on the debt. So
yeah, I was wondering.
Registered
So
patents.
there going to be a strange arms in the future, or
I don't know, man. I don't know how much they really want for this. Can we put can we pass a plate around and everyone put up some money?
yeah, right?
Yeah.
YouTube Arms.
Yeah, we can buy this company and we can make some guns. Says included registered patents, registered trademark, instrument and or investment documents, furniture, fixtures, equipment, inventory, and related property. And there's over 370 pictures showing some of the assets are uploaded to the auction website. Oh, wow. And
wow, that's... I'm a mediocre gunsmith. I could probably put in on that.
Yeah, man. We should all get together. And buy this. Buy Adams Arms. I will be the chief marketing officer.
That's right.
I'm calling dibs on that one. I don't know how good I am at actually building the guns. I can come up with the ideas. So, what do you think about that, man? That's probably tough news for a lot of people that work at Adams Arms.
That's unfortunate. I mean, that's a lot of livelihood just completely interrupted,
Yeah. So, Walter, I see Safety Harbor Firearms is out there in the chat. Walter says, Adams Arms turnkey with $5 million worth of debt. Ooh, no thanks.
Yeah, I don't think I can chip it on that.
Yeah, Ray Bozzolo says, go fund heck.
No good.
We should put together a takeover. This could be owned by the people.
Right.
That's going to go horribly wrong, by the way.
Yeah.
You know, when
Yeah, for
everyone,
sure.
if we all owned it and everyone was giving their opinion on what guns should be built,
That would be a mess.
yeah, it would be terrible.
Be a
Yeah.
mess.
So Walter says, bet you Adams Arms will be gutted. No way on getting, on them getting it together. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know who would really want to come in here and take on all the stuff.
Right. Maybe Elon Musk. Who knows?
I doubt it. I doubt it. See, it's a tough deal because if they've got a building and all this equipment and and everything, I think nowadays look, I don't know how serious you are about building guns, but if you were going into it today, I would say start with a good computer CAD. You know,
Yes.
start there.
Absolutely.
You know, build up your prototypes and stuff like that. You can always sub out the work in terms of 3D printing and CNCing and everything. Then you have a prototype. Then you market that. Like once you know you've got that prototype running and everything, you can market it.
Yeah, for sure.
Some people are doing that before they have it all up and running. You know, we had Brandon, the AK guy. He's been on here before. I think he's kind of doing it the future way. And we had this discussion. I want to say last week we had this discussion. That's the way I would go about this. Why would you get into all this debt, when you can develop your product, and if you see, oh, this is going to be successful, then you could sub
Right.
out all the work to different machine factories.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So someone says Core is in Florida. There's a bunch of firearms manufacturers here in Florida. The Kalashnikov
Quite a
moved
few.
to Florida, I think. There's a bunch of them.
We have a couple in Kentucky. I'm actually really close to Anderson Manufacturing.
Anderson, okay.
Yeah, a lot of people give those guys crap, but
Oh, really?
I got one of their RF-85 rifles, and it doesn't need lubrication. I have literally been running this gun for 3 years, and I've yet to oil it or clean it.
Okay.
And I put a lot of rounds to it. It's pretty neat stuff.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. Let's see. Eric Hammond says he's in for $40. No, it's gonna take more than that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I already spent my YouTube money this month, so
I'm telling you, man, you should have held on to your powder, dude.
yeah, I should have.
You could have bought, listen, let's say there's like, how many diehard YouTube gun fans do you think are out there? What would you put the number at?
Oh, quite a few. I mean, you look at channels like Demolition Ranch, some Hickok 45. So there's quite a few out there.
So I'm saying, like, how many do you think we have? What's the number? Like, okay, my number, I'm going to put it at 5 million at least. There's got to be.
Yeah, at least.
Yeah.
At least.
Because I think,
if not more. Yeah.
let me see. Demo Ranch probably has like, what does he have? Like combined 6 or 7 million?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, but there's a lot
Hickok's
of
at like 3
chicks. There's a
million.
lot of chicks up in there just looking at Demo Ranch so they can handle their business. So
Exactly.
yeah, so that's
Exactly.
not all gun people. I'm just gonna say that. I think so. Hickok has like 3 million probably.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Yeah, I think Iraq Veteran probably has like 2 million. So when FPS Russia, I think he had like 5 or 6 million. I want to say. So
I was thinking he was around 10.
10 million? No, I don't know if he ever got that big. But let's say, I think when you put it at what's the estimates of how many American gun owners? It's not 350 million people. Some people say it's 100 million. Some people say it's 50 million. I think if we take 10% of that 50 million, then we got like 5.
Yeah,
We got like
for
5
sure.
strong million people. Okay, if everyone gave up $1 for a share
Hey,
in the company, we could buy a gun company.
we could.
You
We
know,
could.
but I don't have 5 million fans.
I don't either.
Yeah.
Maybe tomorrow I might have 5 million by tomorrow, but today it's not happening.
Yeah, Dr. F1 says you can have my party liquor money. Okay, fine. Yenik Stoner says, would you accept 40 pounds of pocket lint? Panhead 413 says, how many do Such and Mac? I don't know about Such. I think Mac is approaching 1 million.
Yeah,
I
I
want
believe
to say
so.
at this point. Yeah, he's approaching 1 million. Gibson Fender says Demo Ranch alone has 6.7 million. Yeah.
Yeah, and FPS Russia has 6.5, so Demo Range has actually passed him up.
Yeah, and I don't know if FPS Russia is doing videos anymore because he had some like legal troubles.
He doesn't do gun stuff. I know he streams on Twitch. He does gaming and stuff
Does
like
he
that.
still? Does he still? Is he still up on Twitch though? Okay.
I believe so. I believe so.
Okay.
The last I checked, he was.
Okay. Cool. So are
Minus
you
the Russian
on?
accent.
Yeah. Are you on Twitch?
No, I got a few friends that stream over there, so I'll go over there and support them. But,
all right. Okay. So, do you play a lot of video games and stuff like that?
When I have time.
Okay.
I'm like I said, I'm a huge nerd. I play a lot of Fallout, Bethesda games. Not the new one, but yeah, I game when I can.
Yeah. By the way, Walter says, and you would still lose your ass. So he's saying that we would still lose if we bought.
Yeah, probably.
We bought this company. Damn it, Walter! Why do you have to rain on our parade, man?
Got to rain on the parade, man.
Yeah, we're trying to start a fire here. Yeah,
but if we all threw in $1, we wouldn't lose a lot.
Yeah, $1, but I don't think $1 is going to do it. I think everyone would have
the party money.
Yeah, I think everyone would have to put up way much. Way much. Okay, Gibson Fender says he's on a podcast with some gamer guy. I guess that's FPS. Okay, I know he used to do that. I didn't know that he was still doing it.
Yeah,
we should try to get him to come on here sometime.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
See if he would come on and talk to us about it, or is he might just be done with the gun world.
He might be.
Yeah.
The story behind that, I don't know all the details, but it was a pretty nasty.
Yeah. I think he got done wrong there, man. I think there's a lot of.
He did.
Yeah. There's certain laws and stuff in effect in Georgia that and then even like federally, there's laws in place that really shouldn't be there. In my opinion.
Yeah, pretty much any of them that impede on the second, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I want to go to Sears and Roebuck and buy a Tommy gun,
Yeah.
But just order it and have it come delivered to my house.
Those are the good old days, man.
Those were the good old days.
It wasn't perfect. There was some shit.
No, they weren't perfect.
There was some shit going on back in them days. But... And I'm not. I don't want to go back to those days. I would like to live in modern times, and have the Second Amendment. Yes, 100% with no infringements.
Exactly.
Whatsoever on it.
Yeah, crazy people might get a machine gun, but I feel better with my machine gun. So
yeah. Oh, we should all have machine guns, man. Last night, if the folks that are joining us did not see the show last night, we had Richard from BWE Firearms and Parts on. He had some really cool guns, so it was a good show last night, I feel. So you guys should check that out. Yeah. Walter is saying someone has to have their feet on the ground. No, Walter. We don't need... We're dreaming here.
Coming in with the reality checks.
If you won the lottery, do you even play the lottery? I don't. I play every now and then, but I'm not really.
Every now and then, but I know my luck. I'm just donating money at that point, so.
Yeah. That's the whole thing. Every now and then, I was like, oh, it's so much money. Let me go put some money in there. And then I always feel like, oh, that's money wasted. Just keep working.
Right.
Yeah. So, okay, Tyven Show says FPS Russia is on PKA with Woody's gamer tag every week.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, there you go. Listen, I hope that things work out for him, man. I wish that he can get, because I heard he lost his guns. So I wish he can get all those charges dropped. I wish he can get the guns back. More importantly, from what I hear, I don't know whether or not it's true that there's someone very close to him that's not doing very well. Most important thing right there. So hopefully all that situation gets worked out.
From what I understood, the biggest part of his downfall was his supplier of those automatic weapons and whatnot was actually murdered in his office. And he was implicated in that, and of course, they found him not guilty of anything. But yeah, I think that was.
Yeah, I don't think there was ever any trial or anything with that. I just think that there probably wasn't any evidence or anything, and maybe those guys
there wasn't enough to even bring charges.
Yeah.
But from what I hear, that guy had like some mafia type connections. So.
Oh yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah. Let's see. Okay. Walter says, yeah, lottery money, buy and sell off assets. What would you do, man, if you won the lottery?
Oh, man, if I won the lottery, I would move somewhere warmer.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Where would you
For
move?
sure.
Is this place still in America, or is it outside of America?
I don't know, man. I hear a lot of people buying islands. I would buy an island and name it Gun Island.
Okay. You better
Yeah.
buy an Army, a Navy, Air Force.
Right, right.
Along with all that. You better get some serious security, man, because the island alone is not going to be enough.
I would invite my fellow 2A enthusiast, and we would just be our own makeshift militia there. So.
Okay. And you think you would have a good handle on these fellow 2A enthusiasts on your island? You don't think there'll be any power struggles?
Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I would probably go full anarchy and let people do what they want.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I think that's how I'd do it.
Yeah. Yeah. Tyven shows.
What would you do if you owned an island?
If I owned an island, I don't know if I want to own an island, to be honest with you. It's better to like hang out on somebody else's island than to own an
Someone
island.
else's. Right.
It's just like they say about boats, you know? Like, why do you want to own a boat? You know, just like if your buddy has a boat, it's a lot easier. Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah, and boats are not cheap.
No, they're not.
Yeah, unless they're really tiny.
Yeah,
you
like
get
a John boat, little aluminum John boat.
Yeah, you can get those real tiny boats. But any kind of significant boat is going to be money.
Yeah, for sure.
So, I don't know. If I won the lottery, what would I do? I would become like a villain from the James Bond movies.
Haha. Yes.
That's what I would
Strange.
do.
Wait, no, that's Marvel.
Yeah, that's already a thing. Yeah,
Captain
I already
Strange.
have my villain name, Hank Strange. That's my villain name.
Hey, go full Lex Luthor with it. There you go.
Yeah, you know. Except I wouldn't do the island thing. I would probably buy some kind of vehicle that I can live on, that can go under the ocean, in the sky, into space if I want to, you know, go crawl on land. I'll buy something where I could just move around from the man.
There you go.
Because I'm pretty sure that they're going to come after me anyway. So I want to stay mobile. That will be my first priority. How do I stay mobile and moving where no one could pin me down?
Yeah, that'd be a way. A houseboat, but a houseboat that can also be a submarine. That's
what I'm saying. Something like
you're
that.
onto something there. You might have come up with the next $1 billion idea.
Yeah,
also.
but like Walter says, they're money pits. So I'm gonna have to come up with some kind of technology where I don't have to fix that thing.
Right.
Yeah, nanobots or something.
Self-sufficient.
Yeah.
Boy, Walter is he's just pooping on our parade, man.
Yeah, he's on fire. He's on fire right now. Honestly, what I would do, no matter what, I would keep working, first of all, doing, maybe I would do what I'm doing right now because I think it's important, but I would focus a lot on making movies and things like that. Because I think we need, like we were talking about, we need lots of things that are made by people like us. Because when I look at, there's lots of fun movies out there, but you look at it and they're always trying to subliminally program you, you know, and convert you with their bullshit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's always an agenda.
Yeah. So I would make like, I would do the programming on the other side. You know,
there you go.
Yeah, one of the things
counteract it with our own propaganda.
Exactly. One of the things I hate about movies, man, like you see a guy gets a gun in the movie and he doesn't know how to use it. He's all nervous. He drops it. He shoots himself. Yeah.
Right.
Or the bad guy takes it from him and shoots him. And that's actually something that Hollywood came up with. Like there were some anti-gun people in Hollywood that said, put this in all your TV shows and movies to convince people that getting guns is not a good idea.
Right. Like the classic trope, you drop a gun, it automatically goes off.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's one of the...
Or someone breaks into you got a gun because, you know, you wanted to protect your family. Then someone breaks into your house and takes your gun and kicks your ass and does whatever. That's all bullshit. Right. You know?
Yep.
That's all bullshit.
I mean, look what they did to John Wick and his dog. I mean, and he's way more of a badass than I am. So
he was a badass. But I'm not gonna put John Wick in that category because I think
no, fair enough.
Yeah,
fair enough.
I think John Wick kind of like flips it the other way and shows, hey, if you can, you know, forget. It's like, okay, first of all, one of my favorite heroes always Batman. Now,
sure.
Now modern day Batman, they kind of made him anti-gun. Yeah. But he was my hero because he had realistic shit.
Yep.
You know?
Originally, he had a gun.
Yeah, that's what I've seen. When you look back on things, he was, because he was like a detective kind of.
Yeah, back during Detective Comics, he had a gun.
Yeah, yeah, but then they try to like they got progressive with him and made him anti-gun. But what I liked about him is he had realistic things that you can actually do and these tools you can use.
Right.
Instead of you thinking, oh man, I wish a meteorite fell on me and then I got superpowers. No, a meteorite's going to fall on you, you die.
Exactly.
The most you're going to get out of a meteorite is some radioactive worms will crawl up your ass and kill you. That's not really, so I mean, that's my thing on that. I prefer what I like about John Wick is the guy, he knows how to use guns. He's got kind of like a hybrid jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, absolutely. I can appreciate
like a gun fu kind of thing going on. So
yeah, I think it's what they actually call it, gun fu.
Yeah, Brick says Batman had a 1911. You know what? We need to look that up and see exactly what the hell he had. Brian Quick says there never seems to be a proper gun in almost every horror. Yeah, think about that, man. If if in horror movies the guns work the way that we know guns worked in real life.
Mm-hmm.
Those, I don't care, zombies, whatever kind of monsters you had, they'd be done for.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Gibson Fender says, I figured you for a Robin guy, Hank. No.
No.
Mm-mm.
Not a Boy Wonder guy.
No. That whole situation was a little weird.
Sketchy.
Yeah, it's a little weird. I don't trust that situation. I don't trust that Batman Robin situation that was going on. If I was a superhero, I would have my sidekick would be all women.
There you go. There you go.
And then I'll probably die faster.
Right.
My sidekick.
I would because I have a wife and she would kill me if I had. She can shoot probably better than I can, so.
Oh, okay.
It's a little scary.
Yeah. I always tell Lola the first thing I'm doing when I get a bunch of money, I'm hiring like my trainers is going to be all women. That's the only way I'm going to be motivated to go to the gym.
Right.
Sorry,
right.
I know there's some people going to get mad about that, but
go flex in front of a dude, it ain't as appealing.
Yeah, there's
right?
Listen, I have a friend of mine that's a trainer, all muscle bound, buff dude, and he's I think he works for a gym here now, but he used to be like a private trainer and do stuff. And I was like, dude, I am not paying you money to show up with your buffness. So that's not going to work for me. And I asked him, I said, what are your clients? Are your clients women or dudes? And he was like, oh, they're mostly women. And I was like, okay, and are the dudes gay? Yes, pretty much. The answer to that was yes.
Pretty much, yeah.
Because why am I going to pay my money?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I used to be a trainer. I used to be a professional MMA fighter.
Oh, really?
That was I quit way back in 2010, but
damn,
I don't bounce back as fast.
Uh-huh.
And I did a lot of private training, and it was mostly women for private training, but for dudes, it wasn't the same situation as him. These were guys that wouldn't go in there and fight and punch each other and all that good stuff. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So how did you get into that, man? That seems I would not voluntarily have anyone punch or kick me.
Well, see, I did a little bit of boxing in the Navy.
Okay.
And I grew up doing Taekwondo and started watching UFC. I'm like, I can do this, and had my first fight and completely got my ass kicked. And I'm like, well, I better learn how to fight.
Okay.
And I don't know. It was like a drug. You do it the first time and you can't quit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. So you grew up doing Taekwondo, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So did you get any kind of brain damage or any kind of damage from the fighting days?
I'll get back to you on that.
Yeah.
that remains to be seen.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I don't know if I could see. That's one of the things about me too, man. I'm a little weird. That's where the whole strange thing comes from.
Yeah.
I don't want to roll around with dudes either. Like I see.
Fair enough.
Yeah, whenever I look at Joe Rogan and he talks about that, what is it? Joe Rogan? Is it? No, it's not Taekwondo.
That's jiu-jitsu.
It's jiu-jitsu that Joe Rogan does. Yeah. He's like, oh man, it's a good workout, it's awesome. And then I just see dudes rolling around together. I'm like, okay, I don't really want to roll around with dudes.
It's cool as long as you don't make eye contact while you're doing it.
What? No
Yeah,
thanks. Yeah, that just seems, I don't know, it's like wrestling, right? I don't know if you did
Right.
Roman Greco wrestling in high school.
See, I couldn't do all the Roman Greco stuff. See, at least with jiu-jitsu, you wear a gi, so you're all clothed up. I mean, you could do no-gi jiu-jitsu, but that's
That's worse. If you show
yeah.
up and the guy's all oiled up and ready to...
Right.
No, I don't like any of those things, man.
I had this bigger guy in one of my classes, and the gi couldn't fit him. And he was wearing like a wife beater style tank top. And we engaged each other, and his chest is like all in my face, and I got a sweat going in my mouth, and that's a big
That's disgusting.
It makes you question your commitment to something like that.
No,
So.
it's totally disgusting. Yeah, I can't voluntarily do any of those things. You know. By the way, Rod Mills, Scorched Earth Firearms Training, says Batman had a Mini 14 also. Is that true?
I'm not sure. That I'm gonna go with it. That sounds awesome.
Yeah. Jafari H says, I totally got bit by a radioactive spider. I hallucinated that it gave me powers until I woke up in the hospital with a hole in my leg that was 3 times normal size.
That sounds like a brown recluse bite. Do you guys have brown recluse in Florida?
Yes. Yeah. Not fun.
No.
Are they more common in Kentucky?
There's a lot in Kentucky. I mean, they're pretty much under any rock, or you see those ground funnels, and that's definitely a brown recluse.
Yeah. So
now,
explain what the brown
recluse.
Explain what that is to the folks out there. It's a spider.
Yeah, it's a really small spider, and they're super venomous. If they bite you, it will literally eat the flesh around that site away, and you'll end up with a big hole in, say, your leg or arm or wherever they bite you.
Yeah, not fun. Okay, and Tyven Show wants me to ask you if you ever had your oil checked. That sounds something sexual.
Yeah, no, I did a different kind of jiu-jitsu.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Tyven's crazy, man.
That's some kind of military thing, right?
But
the oil check thing?
No, I think that's just maybe. I was in a different military, apparently.
Yeah, I don't know. He is Army, so.
Yeah, he's Army. Army, and you know the jokes are usually about the Navy guys, but. Yeah.
Let's see. Brian Quick says Batman carried a CZ in his tights. Okay, sure. What?
I like me some CZ myself. So.
Yeah. Okay. Do you know what? Do you want to show some guns? Because we can get deep into this. Into this conversation here. What kind of guns do you have over there?
Let's see. I got my CZ Shadow 2. This is one of my newer guns.
Very nice.
I love this gun. Have you ever shot one of these?
Yes. Very smooth.
They are really smooth.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorites.
Yeah, the shadows are I don't know, man. I'm trying to let's see what's the best way. A shadow is kind of like a Rolls Royce of a. Is it? No, can we put it in Rolls Royce category, or is it like Bentley?
I would say so. I would say so.
Or Mercedes. I don't know. It's somewhere. It's like a little bit above a Mercedes kind of thing, but it has a real nice, silky, smooth feel to it.
It does, and my wife was very surprised by the price. So. And that's not the heaviest handgun I own. That's not the heaviest semi-auto handgun I own. They are pretty heavy. I mean, you've handled one, you know that.
Right.
This is the heaviest gun I own. Can anybody guess what this is?
Yes. Okay, hold it up closer. Let's see if the folks out there, can you guys tell us what this gun that GunDoctorT.V is holding up here? What is this? Do you know? Let's see.
It weighs 3.5 pounds.
Yeah, 3.5 pounds. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Who can guess what it is? Brick says Shadow 2 is a Bugatti. No, it's not a Bugatti. Len Holt says, why, looky there, a CZ. Okay, that's from before. But tell us what you guys think. Hold the gun up again. Let's see. I'm giving you guys a good look at it. What is this gun? RTS guys here. Shout out to him. No one saying what they think.
High point. A brick.
Okay.
A brick's a pretty close. That's a pretty close guess.
Yeah, Brick says High Point. I carry my revolver in single action says Brick. So Tyven shows
Armor and Axes, he knows what it is. I think he saw my video on it.
Okay.
Well, this is a 1980s version of the High Point.
Mm-hmm.
It was it's made by the same company before they were High Point. I think they were Standard Manufacturing then. This is a Maverick.
Okay.
And it is the worst gun I've ever owned.
Yeah. Safety Harbor says Walther Arms. I don't know what that is.
Walther Arms. That's correct.
Oh, is that what it is? Walther Arms. Okay. Yeah.
A low point. I like
that. So where did you get that, man? How'd you get your hands on that thing?
I picked it up sometime gunsmithing. A friend of mine, he's like, I fixed it for him, and he's like, you know what? Go ahead and keep it. So.
Okay, no, that's
he
cool.
He didn't even want it back.
Yeah, so that's the predecessor to the High Points now. Was it the same company, and then they changed the company name, and
they changed the company name and
so,
remarketed it.
Okay, so
their new guns weigh half as much exactly.
Okay,
you know, they're 1.5 pounds, and this is 3.5.
Wow. Okay.
Almost exactly.
Yeah.
But
do you know what year that's from?
It's an absolute piece of junk.
Do you know what year that gun's from?
I'm wanting to say 85-ish.
Okay.
Somewhere around in there.
Yeah. And so that would be like a Gen 1 High Point. Is it worth a lot of money? Or
around $100.
Okay. So, high point money.
There's fewer and fewer of them out there, so maybe at some point it might be worth something.
Yeah, what caliber is that one?
9mm.
9. Okay, how does it shoot?
You'd be better off actually throwing the bullets.
Okay.
Yeah, every time it fires, it doesn't go into full battery, and you have to bang on the back of it to make it go into full battery. Mm. Yeah, 9-round magazine. It's got this little plastic European style mag release on the bottom.
Oh, it's on the bottom. Oh, wow, that's really old school.
That's old school.
Yeah. Big Cliff says had one in 92.
How long did you keep it?
Yeah. Listen, I think all those kinds of things are interesting, you know, to see what it was, right? I think High Point's about to come out with another generation of their guns.
They are. The tactical.
Yeah.
Tactical C9.
Yeah. What do you think about those?
I don't know, man. I might throw a plate carry on and walk around with it.
Okay. Okay. Sure.
If I'm feeling extra tactical that day, you know?
Yeah. You think putting tactical on it's going to sound more? That used to work. I don't know if that works anymore.
I don't think it does.
Yeah.
But hey, it's suppressor ready.
Yeah.
There's more angling on the slide, so it looks cooler that way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now, as far as working wise, I don't think it's any different than the C9 or what have you.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Night Train says a couple of those tied together would make a decent anchor for your boat.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, okay. Yeah. And Scorched Earth, our friend Rod Mills wants to know if you're in Jacksonville.
No.
No. He's in Kentucky.
Yep.
He's a Kentucky.
I used to live near Jacksonville. I live down there. You know where St. Mary's, Georgia is?
No.
No, it's right along the coast. It's right across the Florida line.
Oh, okay.
I lived there for a while. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of biting insects down there.
Oh yeah.
I was real surprised.
Yeah, the swamps. It's the swamps, man.
Yeah.
The swamps will do that to you. All right, let's see. You know what? Here, I'll throw up a gun here. I've got something sitting here. First of all, let me show you guys this big ass. I haven't even taken the tags off of this thing. I don't even think my camera is going to be able to show you guys this big, massive gun bag from Barnauls. Look at that. It's huge. This is a huge gun.
That is huge.
Yeah, it's a huge gun bag. Lots of nice padding from Barnauls. But here I have a Henry Long Ranger in 6.5 Creedmoor that I need to do a video on. Check it out. The last time I showed it, there was no Picatinny rails. We got a Picatinny rail in, but now I'm waiting to get some scope sights because the ones I had were the wrong ones for this. So we're gonna throw that up on there. There we go.
You said that was a 6.5?
Yeah, 6.5 Creedmoor, super long barrel, not threaded. Disappointed in that. It should have been threaded.
It should have been.
Yeah,
it should have been
threaded.
I agree.
Yeah, I'm actually looking forward to shooting this. So.
Oh, so you haven't even shot it yet?
No, haven't shot it yet. I gotta put because it doesn't have iron sights.
Oh, well.
So it came with no sights at all. There's no sights built in on the gun. So yeah, Scorched Earth.
Natural point shooting.
Yeah, Scorched Earth knows where you're talking about. So, Tyven Show wants to know how many guns fit in this bag. As many as you could stuff in there. It could actually take. So this bag has there's a bunch of pockets on it. So see right here is a pocket. You could put guns and stuff like that in this pocket. Then there's another pocket here, and like knocking stuff off of this thing. So there's another one. There's two of those pockets here, and then this big pocket with two flaps in it. So I think you could I could probably rock like 4 guns in here and some handguns in there, some magazines and stuff like that. So
that might be good for like some 3-gun competitors and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's a real nice big bag. Let me see. I think that was up there. I think that hat.
So are you a fan of Henry guns or?
Yeah, I do. I like their stuff. I think they make good things. You know, I've never really. I think I've shot a Winchester and stuff like that, but I've never owned one. So I know there's lots.
My first big gun was a Winchester.
Winchester
90. Yeah, 94.
Yeah, you like side loading and all that, right?
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Now Henry, they have a new lever action that they're coming out with, a side loading, I believe.
Yes, I believe that they're coming up with some modern technology of side loading. Yeah, I think they make good guns, man. I think their things are well made. I've got several Henry rifles. I've never had any issues.
Right.
You still out there? You look like you're frozen or something. Let me see.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Oh. Boom, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get you back in there.
But
All right.
I don't own any Henrys, believe it or not.
Okay.
I shot a lot of Henrys.
What do you think about them?
I love them.
Okay.
I love them. I shot a Henry all-weather 4570 at 22 Blinkter's house, and that gun was, I fell in love with it.
Yeah, the all-weather is a bad mama jamma.
Yeah.
It is. That's a cool gun. Did you ever shoot the Survival, the little 22?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's an awkward gun.
Yeah, it is. It is. But it's a cool kind of gun to have, man. That you put it in the stock and it floats and everything.
There's a lot of history behind that.
Yeah. In a bunch of movies.
Yeah, a bunch of movies. I think even some pilots, Air Force pilots, keep that a part of their survival gear.
Yeah.
So that's really kind of cool.
Yeah, Mike Bryan says, have we found out how many balls fit in Hank's new sack? No, we haven't done the ball test. Yeah. And don't get anything started. Lola is not in the mood today for that.
Not in the mood. Well, yeah. I'm not going to mess with Lola, so.
Yeah, not in the mood. Don't even go there, I've been told. Brian Quick says, will that bag fit an anorexic hooker asking for a friend?
Asking for a friend.
I don't know. It's possible.
It's a big bag.
Yeah, it's always possible. Let's see. Yeah, that's pretty much, I think, what I've got here. And that, like I said, is Creedmoor. I'm looking around to see. Oh, see, here's the here's some Creedmoor from Fort Scott. Have you ever shot any of this Fort Scott munitions stuff?
I've shot a little bit of it. I like it. Yeah. I'm a fan of it.
Yeah, they make pretty good stuff here, man. Let me boom, there's the 6.5 right there. Nice and shiny.
Nice.
See that? Nice 6.5 coming at you. So, very good stuff.
Do you own a lot of 6.5s?
No, I've got a few.
Got a few.
Yeah. I like it. It's, like, it sounds cliche, but because everyone says, oh, it's very flat shooting. It is, though.
Yeah, that's good, though.
Yeah.
That's really good. Yeah. Now, a gun that's on my wish list that's coming up pretty soon is going to be a 224 Valkyrie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I like the ballistics on that. It's not affected by wind very much.
Okay. Yeah, it seems like that's pretty popular. Have I shot No, I don't think I have. Have you had a chance to shoot that?
Oh, yeah. Sweet Mama Jamma.
Oh, okay. Okay. So what kind of are you going to build something around that, or are you going to buy something?
I I don't know. I really like building guns.
Hmm.
You know, I shut down my gunsmithing business because we opened a second business, and I just don't have time to do it.
Okay.
And but I still build a lot of guns and do a little bit of work for friends here and there. But
Hmm.
I might just build something like that. I don't know.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Let me see. Someone's asking me, does it weigh? I don't know what. It's 123 grain. I don't know what the weight is compared to the other stuff out there.
Yeah.
I'm sure if you go check out their website, you can get some metrics to make comparisons out of. And Len Holt is disappointed because the Gorn is not as good as last night. Well,
Yeah. I got a few more pieces here. My
yeah.
assistant, she walked away, so
Oh, well, you're doomed anyway. Unless, do you have some machine guns over there?
yeah.
Yeah.
I got a
Here's my machine guns right here.
exactly. Jerry McCulloch speech right here.
Yeah. Big Cliff says, any difference in 6.5 and 22.250?
No, I'd say so.
Yeah, I'm not a super ballistic guy, so I would not be able to answer that for you.
I'm not either, not right offhand.
Yeah.
I could definitely Google it though.
Yeah. Yeah, listen, I know there's a bunch of different rounds coming out there. I like the 6.5 Creedmoor from like, I've always had good accuracy with that. And I was like a 308 guy before, but and I still like 308, but I think 6.5 is cool. But obviously they're always improve the technology that we have. We're going to see lots of improvements in ballistics and stuff like that. So
yeah, you will. You
will.
Sure.
But I'm not like a huge ballistics expert or anything, so I'll wait until other people figure it out and come up with something better. Yeah, and then it has to be plug. I like things that are plug and play for me. I noticed that whenever I shoot 6.5 Creedmoor guns, and of course the optics have to be set up right. But if you have the optics set up right, it's like you can't miss.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
So
they kind of do the shooting for you. Like you said, if the optics are set up right.
Yeah. So let's see here. Yeah, so you're waiting for your assistant to come back. Let me see what.
Can you grab that Springfield trapdoor? I got an original Springfield trapdoor in 4570.
Okay.
Yeah. I like old guns. I like a lot of historic guns.
Okay, cool.
Like I said, with my channel, I teach a lot of gun history. Anytime I have a gun that's been around for a while, I'll throw out the history out there and all that good stuff. But this is one of my more recent ones right here. It's coming, I promise.
Okay. Let me see. I'm going to look through the news. Let's see what happens here. I'm trying to see what other news stuff. We had some other news stuff that was going on.
Yeah. Have you, what do you think about that Julian Assange stuff?
Julian Assange, man, I don't really understand why the government has such a hard-on for Julian Assange, in my personal opinion. I think they're a little bit rabid to get him.
Yeah, they really are. Well, WikiLeaks has exposed a lot of stuff that.
Yeah, which I think is a good thing. We need that.
Yeah, we do. We do.
I think we need that. But he's in a straight. How did they get him? Because I thought that the embassy was this. What was it? Ecuadorian.
The Ecuadorian embassy.
Yeah.
See, I think a few weeks ago, I don't know if this has anything to do with it. This might just be a conspiracy theory, but a few weeks ago, they just got a huge IMF loan. I mean, I'm talking a lot of money, and then all of a sudden they're allowing the British law enforcement into the embassy where they weren't before.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's that or if there was outside influence. I really don't know.
Yeah, something happened there that all of a sudden the embassy gave up Julian, and he looked completely different coming out of that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, for sure.
He definitely looked bigger. Yeah, he wasn't working out in there. There was no treadmill or
No,
You know,
no, for sure.
yeah.
For
You know,
sure.
I mean, I'm not skinny. When I was like, wait a second.
Are you sure that's him?
No, because it's like you know, Punxsutawney Phil or whatever that
Yes. Yeah.
the groundhog that they pull out. That's what Julian. He looked like an old gray groundhog getting pulled out of there.
He
Yeah,
really did.
yeah, that was
But
terrible.
you know,
What do you
I
think?
think
What do you
it
think
set,
about this?
I think it sets a dangerous
Hmm.
precedence because he's media. That's what a true journalist should do, is expose the truth and all this.
Hmm.
And stifling something like that is something you would see from a Soviet country, from a communist country, and it's not something you would expect from a, an open country of the people.
Yeah, it makes me think that there's a lot worse stuff out there, but I would have thought at this point he would have put it all out there, or WikiLeaks would have at least done that. You know, listen. I
Right.
know there's people that don't like WikiLeaks. I think in the end, we should know about the government. The government should not be able to keep these kinds of secrets from
Exactly.
us. I understand there's certain secrets that are based on security and stuff like that, but there's a lot of bullshit going on out there as
There
well.
is.
Yeah.
There is. And
Hmm.
that's not the way our country was originally designed to be.
Hmm.
Stifling dissent and silencing dissenters. That's not
Yeah.
that's not what we're about.
Yeah.
Like I said, that's more of a Soviet thing. Here's
Yeah.
that
Okay. Here,
Springfield.
let
That
me.
original
Yeah. Let's
Springfield.
pop up. Ooh, look at that.
Oh yeah.
This
40.
is like a flint.
No, no.
No, is this a
It's
flintlock?
a
No, this is not.
trapdoor.
Say that again. Trapdoor.
Trapdoor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, trapdoor Springfield.
Huh.
A lot of the cavalry riders. This is something like they would carry.
Oh, wow. Okay. Have you?
Yeah,
Do you
it's
shoot
U.S.
that?
marked, so
Do you
it's
shoot
a
that
former
often?
military rifle. What is it?
Do you shoot that often?
No, it's
Okay.
it's brand new. I've got some old black powder 45-70 rounds that I'm going to put through it
Okay.
probably in the next few days.
Wow. Okay.
I'm pretty excited about that.
Yeah, that's cool, man. Yeah. Give us another gander at that one before you put it up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
It's really long.
cool. Yeah. Yeah,
It's definitely
what
not
she
the cavalry version,
Uh-huh.
but yeah, it's got a
Interesting.
huge long barrel on it.
Yeah,
So,
wow. Yeah. And at the end of it is a bayonet.
it doesn't look
No.
like it's bayonet lugged.
No. Okay, that's cleaning. Or
Yeah, that's a cleaning rod.
Okay. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay. Armament and Axis says, "Nice gun, Doc."
Thank you. It is
Yeah.
nice. I'm pretty happy about it.
Cool. So you just picked that up?
Yeah, the past week or so. Yeah.
Yeah. Nico Ghost Gunner said those Springfield trapdoors are so nice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And
I
Doctor.
like big old rounds,
Okay.
big chunks of lead flying really slow through the air. I like
Okay.
that.
Yeah. So Nico Ghost Gunner says Julian Assange is being targeted because he did actual investigative journalism. WikiLeaks just releases info they are given, but the government wants to act like they actually stole information.
Right.
Yeah. And Hussein says, I heard WikiLeaks published stuff about Ecuador. He bit the hand that fed him.
It could be.
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't seen anything about that. So
Yeah. What about Ecuador?
yeah,
Not saying
like I
that.
said,
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
I don't know if they're going to extradite him yet because they're trying to figure out whether or not the death penalty is in play here in America.
But my wife's shaking her head yes. So I guess
They are extraditing him.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. They're definitely going to extradite him.
Yeah. Why would the death
I know he's
penalty
got
be in
I know
play?
he's got some charges in Britain too, but
Okay.
yeah, he jumped bail. That's what it was.
Oh.
He didn't show up for a court date.
Okay. Let's see. Okay. Dan Ringman says new Corvette announced today. What? The mid-engine? Did they actually come out? You're in Kentucky. That's Corvette country.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So
I haven't.
I don't know if you're into
Yeah, I haven't
Corvettes.
seen. I haven't seen the new Corvette.
Yeah, let me see if I could pull up anything. I've been following it. It's supposed to be mid-engine. But let's see if there's any actual news on this. Okay, hold on. Let me see. I've got something from Car and Driver. Let's pull it up here. What kind of cars are you into, by the way?
Uh,
Are you into
if it
cars at all? Are you
runs
a
and
car
gets
guy?
me there,
Oh, okay.
yeah, I'm not really a car guy. All my friends are, but
Okay.
I'm strictly guns. So
Oh, okay. All right. Nothing
you
wrong
know,
with that.
I'll drive a truck with a miss in the engine and
Okay.
spend the money on a gun instead.
Okay. Understood. Understood. You're not the only one. Okay, so mid-engine Corvette, C8 is real, confesses. Chevy mid-engine Corvette C8 is real, GM confesses, and it will
Ooh,
debut July 18th. It's
nice. Yeah,
officially official. Mm-hmm.
that's definitely a Kentucky car.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks good. It looks good. It says
Yeah.
official 2020 Chevrolet Corvette will make the switch to mid-engine layout. We've been seeing this in spy shots, so I'm just trying to see if there's any info that they fessed up to. It would be nice if this was mid-engine and all-wheel drive, but I'm guessing we're
Yeah.
not going to get all-wheel drive, and I don't know. I don't see any
Have they ever
power.
made an all-wheel drive Corvette?
No, I don't think so. I think one of the, and this is just me, but I think one of the things that a lot of American muscle cars are missing is that they have a lot of power. I mean, now we're crazy. You can just go buy 1,000 horsepower car,
Right.
from the dealership and drive off, which is awesome. It's awesome. I've got no problem with that. But you can't put all those horsepowers down to the ground, you
Right.
know, with rear wheel drive. It's not. I think you're better off sometimes in a lighter car that's rear wheel drive, but better set up in suspension and everything.
Yeah. Yeah,
You know.
for sure.
Um,
My dad had this Datsun 280Z, and I
mm-hmm,
think it was registered 160 out of the factory.
mm-hmm.
And I remember us getting it around. I was little, so I remember it getting around 120, and the front end started coming off the ground a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that was fun.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's just me. I know everyone's gonna get mad. Brian Quick says looks like every other mid-engine supercar. Mid-engine's probably good for the balance and everything of it.
I would
And
think so.
yeah, and I'm not saying it's going to be 1,000 horsepower, but I don't really know what the power plant's going to be. Obviously, it's combustion engine because I've seen that car driving around in videos and stuff like that and heard the engine, so it didn't sound too bad either.
Yeah.
Brick says
Now,
kind of looks like a NSX. Go ahead.
what do you think about the Tesla sports cars? Have you seen the torque they're pulling with some of those?
Yeah, they're very torquey. I mean, Tesla hasn't really made a car that I'm really crazy about.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I'm not a big fan of electric cars. I would probably, if I had to, if you force me, I would probably go hybrid.
Yeah. Yeah.
Before I did the electric cars that are out there. And from what I've seen with Tesla, I mean, they are fast because of all the immediate torque. But
Right.
in the long run, I don't think. Whenever you see things, it's always in a very short race.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
It's not a long distance thing.
Yeah, that's not really
And
going to hold up.
You're really missing that roar of the engine. I don't know. I'm more into older muscle cars.
Yeah.
If I am into cars,
Mm-hmm.
I would go that way.
Mm-hmm.
And you're kind of missing that with modern electric cars.
Yeah,
So.
I like the engine. I like the explodey Bernie thing that's happening.
Yeah.
It's a lot. It's
Big,
like shooting.
loud. Oh yeah.
So here's the thing with Tesla. I don't really like how they look. I know that they're very popular to people, but I don't like how they look. Also, I need, for me with the Teslas, I would need to have some kind of factory support, and you don't actually have that unless you live very close to Tesla.
Yeah. I've heard that a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And in the bigger cities out in California, the recharge stations are plentiful, but there's very few around here. Our congressman Thomas Massey, he drives
Mm-hmm.
one, and he lives in this area. But I don't know if he charges it at home
He
because
drives a Tesla.
I haven't seen anything around
Okay.
here.
Yeah. I think a lot of electric cars are going to be good for folks that don't like filling up and getting gas.
Yeah,
Like that's
for sure.
Lola's nightmare. She hates
Yeah.
getting gas of any form.
I hate paying for gas.
Yeah, well, okay. Yeah, but you still have to pay for the electricity.
Yeah, true.
But it
True.
is convenient. Look, it's convenient. If you have like 200-300 mile range on it, and then you could just plug it into your house and charge it up, and that's convenient for you. You don't want to go to a gas station and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that on a long trip.
Yeah, on a long trip, you're gonna need some kind of network in order to, in order to be able to recharge, and they're improving that. But I don't know. I'm just not sold on electric cars at this point. So
yeah, I think the technology still got a ways to go. So.
Yeah, I would need a little bit more.
It's definitely improved.
Yeah, it is. It's improving, and all car companies seem like they're going to switch over in the next 5 years. So I say get the combustion cars that you really like now.
That's it, yeah.
Because those things are going to be going away.
I don't know if it'll ever actually truly go away. There's a lot of really rich men that are involved in the oil industry.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, but I mean, how are we generating electricity? We're still mostly using oil and coal, so yeah, coal. I don't know. I don't think those guys are worried about any of that yet. Dan Ringman says, my Audi mid-engine? Yes, it is. It is mid-engine, and it's all-wheel drive. Mike Bryant says, I was asking about weight, looked up some comparisons. It looks like 168 grain 308 is a semi-popular match hunting weight, which is the same as the Fort Scott. Okay. That's 308. I don't know. Okay, I thought we were talking about 6.5 Creedmoor, but okay. Game 2 Hobby says, I'm working on electric car shop. Boss did a conversion in old Yoda. Awesome. You can go wheeling all weekend on one charge. Torque that comes out of it is insane. Okay.
Interesting. Yeah.
Here's something I think is really cool. Motorcycles, electric motorcycles. Really good.
Yeah, that would be cool. Yeah. Do you do any riding?
I have my endorsement to ride a motorcycle, and I can, but I'm not very good. Like, some people were born on motorcycles. I don't know about you. Seems,
right.
Here in Florida, people were born on dirt bikes and stuff like that. So.
Right. Yeah, it's 4-wheelers, dirt bikes. Mm-hmm. My wife and I both, we love to ride.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I went and got the license and everything, so I can ride a motorcycle legally, and I think it's fun. Yeah, but I didn't even ride a bicycle that much. So when I was getting into it, yeah, I was terrible. And then I actually went and got bicycles, and I like bicycles. You know, but I think motorcycles and bicycles are great to be electric.
Yeah, I think so.
Those are cool electric things. Dr. F1 says AOC is coming for my Audi. She's coming for everything.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, if she has her way, nobody except her is going to be able to have pets. Nobody except her can fly on a plane. You can't. Yeah.
Do you think she's going to get reelected?
AOC. It's New York City, man. So the people voting in New York City are batshit crazy. So.
Yeah, they really are.
Is she New York City or is she somewhere else?
She's New York City. I think she's somewhere in the Bronx, something like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
There was going to be a big. What was the company's name that was coming to that area? It was Amazon.
Oh yeah,
Amazon was bringing. Yeah, and she killed that, and that cost a lot of jobs. And
yeah,
I know her constituents were pretty upset over that.
Yeah, there are people that are upset, but I think ultimately people in New York, man, they're gonna keep voting for folks like AOC. I wish they wouldn't, but I think they really don't see what they're doing.
Yeah. That's the thing. I think most people don't pay attention.
Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, no.
Yeah.
Yeah. Black Sword Shinobi says no. AOC, she failed.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she failed at more than politics.
Yeah, and Safety Harbor Firearms says AOC is a paid mouth for some rich leftist. Believe it. I believe it. Tyven Show said the racing cars are switching over to electric. Brian Quick says people in Florida were born on meth. Laugh out loud. So, okay. You know what? There's some Florida. There was some Florida news here I was going to share with everyone. Let me see if I could pull that up right now. Florida always in the news with some craziness.
Always in the news.
Yeah.
I think it's a conspiracy against Florida.
Yeah. Let's see. Where is that Florida news? Where has it gone to? I'm trying to... there was some kind of rapper situation that went down here in Florida. Oh, here we go. All right, I'm going to pull this up for you guys. And I just Okay, here we go. Yeah, I got to figure out how to use this sharing machine here. Okay, so boom. There we go. Rapper arrested. Hold on, let me see. Wait, there we go. Okay. All right, let's try this again. All right. And it went away. Okay, here we go. Rapper arrested. Here we go. Boom. Rapper arrested for posting lyrics threatening a mass shooting. So now this is one thing that you should definitely know about, right? So
yeah, I saw a little bit about that. I didn't
Yeah.
look. I didn't get to read the story.
right.
But what do you think about someone just saying something about mass shooting and getting arrested? Because
Yeah. Well, so here's the thing that's going on here, and this is related to Gainesville, which is always something crazy coming up. It says only 2 weeks after the Parkland shooting last year, Florida Governor Rick Scott signed a bill into law that makes it a crime to threaten a mass shooting.
I see.
Yeah, so any person who writes or composes and also sends or procures the sending of any letter goes on. So basically, you can't say you're going to do a mass shooting. So it looks like these two rappers got into some kind of fight, and then this guy Christopher McCullum was charged when he published rap lyrics online that threatened another rapper. So I guess he put this on Facebook. He vowed, "I'm gonna catch you at the Gator game and shoot the whole campus up." Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So here's my thing about that, right? I think, we already know that you can't threaten people like that and put it out there.
Right.
Yeah. So do they need to write extra laws about that? I don't know that they need to.
I don't.
But
I'm never for more laws.
yeah.
Politically, I probably fall in as more libertarian than anything.
Mm-hmm.
I'm more of the Ron Paul group.
Okay.
So I'm definitely for less government and less laws.
Right. I think I agree with you on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
And
I don't know. I
and
think
well, see, okay, so obviously Florida made this crazy law, right? They put a bunch of laws into effect, but haven't rappers and people? I'm sure not just rappers, but we could put this squarely on rappers, right? Haven't they always been threatening each other?
right. Yeah. I don't know. Where does that law stop? What if someone's making I think rap. Yeah. He was talking to someone in particular,
Mm-hmm.
but in general, it's an art. Like if you're making a movie and someone threatens a mass shooting in the movie and say it's a real place,
Mm-hmm.
would that fall in under that law, or I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it's a weird situation. I think I have to, I have to agree with that. It's a weird kind of situation because there's lots of rappers fighting with each other and threatening each other.
Right.
And putting it out there. So I think unless you can prove that this guy was actually going to do
ill
something.
intent.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I think you've got to put rappers in the category of entertainment.
Right. It's entertainment.
And you actually can't take shit that they say seriously. I mean, does anyone really think they're driving the cars that they have in videos or living in those house or banging those big booty hoes like that? No, they probably just have all skinny
it's smoke
hoes.
and mirrors.
Yeah, exactly.
It's smoke and mirrors.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
That's the thing. I think that with this guy, they would have to take it another step to the point of okay, no, he was actually going to do this and was planning on doing this and getting up to it. But I think at the same time, I don't think there's anything wrong with them checking up on him, man, for making these kinds of threats publicly.
Right. That would definitely raise some concerns, some eyebrows.
Yeah.
But I think you got to look at it in context. Yeah, maybe he was threatening someone.
Yeah.
And
and we wanted. I mean, we wanted the FBI or someone to have followed up on this kid that did this school thing. I think ultimately here they probably need to look at it and see what was this guy up to. Was he violent? Did he, is this someone who we could say, hey, he could easily carry this out when they arrested him? Did he have the ability to carry something out? Was he serious about this? Can we prove that he was actually going out there to do something?
Right. Or was it fabricated, manufactured hype for, manufactured beef for this video or
Yeah,
for this song,
yeah. Just it's like wrestling, right?
Right, right.
Yeah. So, because if we start doing that, then you're gonna see rappers just making these kinds of threats just so they get arrested, then they get on the news, and then people start listening to their music.
Right, right.
So, yeah, Walter says he's afraid of mist. I agree. Is that Walter?
Yeah,
No, Walter says we don't need more laws, and someone else said they're afraid of mist. Oh,
yeah.
Black Sword
Black Sword
Shinobi.
Shinobi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. Everyone's putting up Florida news. On Fox, nude women air drying at rest stop. Police say before leading them on a wild chase. Okay. And then I carry my revolver is talking about the Florida man kills good guy who's paying for people's food.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was an argument that turned violent.
Yeah, that made national news. There was another. There's always some Florida stuff, man.
What is there something in the water in Florida?
Too much sun.
Ton.
I'm gonna say too much sun and availability of alcohol, which I'm not mad at it. But when you combine sunstroke and also drunkenness,
it's not a good combination.
Crazy shit starts happening. So I think that's one of the things that goes down here in Florida. So, yeah, there was some other Florida thing that I saw earlier. I can't find it right now. Where there was a guy, I think, that was outside of a restaurant eating spaghetti with his bare hands or something. I can't find it, but he was eating spaghetti with his bare hands, and they arrested him. What? Why is that a crime?
Yeah, I'm not sure. It's victimless crime right there.
Yeah, that's probably the more ecological way to eat spaghetti.
Right.
I don't know. I wish I could find that thing. I can't find it right now.
Well, maybe they're leading the fight on tummy aches. I don't know.
Yeah, and then here's another thing that I'm going to throw up real quick here. Let's see if we can get that up. Okay. Judge, public housing gun ban unconstitutional. So East St. Louis, Illinois, a federal judge has ruled that East St. Louis Housing Authority ruling prohibiting public housing tenants from owning a firearm is unconstitutional.
I agree.
Yes. The Bellevue News Democrat reported that U.S. District Judge Phil Gilbert ruled the ban was a violation of residents' Second Amendment right to own a firearm for lawful purposes. The ruling stems from a lawsuit brought by the Second Amendment Foundation and the Illinois State Rifle Association on behalf of a woman who contends that she needed a firearm to protect herself from an abusive ex-husband.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yes, hooray, amen. I totally 100% agree with that.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's if you're going to make a place your dwelling, you need to be able to defend yourself. Like, I got friends that live in some of the lower income housing, like the government apartments, and they have to sign on the dotted line saying they won't have any weapons in their home. I think that's just
wow. And wait, is that are you saying that's in Kentucky or?
Yeah, absolutely.
Why is that?
I'm not sure. Is it federal or state?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure. But yeah,
wow.
A friend, she was telling me about it, that she was a little worried about some of her neighbors being peddling some stuff, and she was concerned about a newborn. I was like, get a gun, and she's like, I can't. When I signed the lease agreement, I said I wouldn't have any firearms in my home. So I don't know. I think that is definitely unconstitutional.
Yeah, that's not cool. I think that everyone should be able to defend themselves.
Absolutely.
So, and I'm surprised is that something that the state of Kentucky is doing, or is that a federal? Is that a federal?
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
I'm going to have to look into that.
Yeah, we'll have to look that up.
We're really gun friendly in Kentucky. We just recently passed constitutional carry, and that goes into effect July 1st. And but yeah, that's strange.
Yeah, Applebite says they only make these kinds of rulings when it affects women. That may be, and that's not cool, but yeah,
it's not. No.
Second Amendment's for everyone, men, women,
absolutely,
every race, in my opinion. cultures, religions, etc. Everyone has the right to defend themselves.
Americans.
Yes, Americans, amen. But people all over the world, you're born with the right to defend yourself.
It's an inalienable right. It's a God-given right.
Yeah. So then there's people putting up more Florida news up here. And Home of the Brave says, get the man a fork. And someone says that he was threatening people. I couldn't find that story, sorry.
Yeah, I don't know much about it.
I just thought it was like a weird Florida story. Like, why does a guy get arrested for eating spaghetti with his hands? But the headline, probably just the headline was stupid.
Yeah. Grab attention.
Yeah.
Probably like 4 lines in the article about that maybe.
Yeah. So, okay, listen, man, we blew through 2 hours already.
We did. It went
That's
fast.
Insane. Yes. So let me remind the folks out there, I'm sure that I've enjoyed talking to GunDoctorT.V, Daniel here.
Absolutely.
So if you guys have as well, please do follow him. I'm gonna get him to tell you guys how and where you can follow him right now. So once you hit the people with that, Daniel, how can they follow you out there?
Okay. You can find me on Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, all that good stuff, Instagram, just GunDoctorT.V. I'm easy to find. Like I said, my channels are reviews. I try to add comedy in there. I have skits at the beginning of most of my videos and try to make it fun. So, yeah, check it out.
Yeah, absolutely. Please do that. Okay, I'm going to get one last comment in here. Okay, there's a couple. Brian Quick says, Scientologists think it's a Xenu given right. Okay, funny. All right, fine. Yenik Stoner says, I want to buy my sister a gun for a wedding gift so she can protect her new family. Any thoughts? First of all, make sure your sister wants to do that.
I recommend the Maverick JS.
Okay. Yeah, I would talk to her about that, and get her involvement in that and make sure the rest of the family and everything that they're into that and that she's into it, and whatever it is that gets her in the door comfortably is what's important in my opinion.
Yep, for sure.
Yeah, so that's how I would do it. Okay, so I'm going to thank everyone. Once again, please go check out GunDoctorT.V. If you're listening to this, you're on YouTube, Instagram, where else?
YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook,
okay.
all the regulars. GunStreamer.
GunStreamer. Okay, go check him out there. He's also here in the chat sometimes, hanging out with us. We will have him come back on here. You guys will see him back here on the show. He's a pretty cool dude. He's in Kentucky. And I don't know. There's probably a bunch of gun guys in Kentucky. You shoot with other people, right?
Okay.
Yeah. So please,
everybody and their brother.
Yeah, get together with the folks out there. It's a good way to grow your channel. All right, I am gonna drop the end scene on this, so stand by. What there it goes. Yes, the awesomeness. Make sure you guys subscribe if you're not subscribed already. Okay, ring the bell so you can be notified. We are out of here. Peace out. We're out.
Nice.